What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy. So in my last Lego shopping video where I went to Walmart and found a bunch of sets like this one for half off, I got this for 60 bucks. I started going through some sets. I started piecing a couple of them out that I just wanted just for the parts. So moving on with that, got a little update for you, and it's kind of just a room update. I love this poster. It's just one of my favorite posters. Man, just to think, to have all that gold, I wonder what those cost individually. I ought to look that up on Bricklink. Just trying to think of a few things I need to work on. I got my parts. I think I've got a design picked out for the monorail station. I'm going to do a glass top. And one of the things I thought about doing is similar to the top of the town hall, using the garage doors, only maybe a little bit different than that, but very, very similar to that. And then maybe use some other glass panels and kind of just go along the top of this. I've got this whole area pretty much all the way, this whole thing, and I can just incorporate like these steps and maybe put an archway or something like that. I might put another support beam coming out right here and going down. More than likely that's what it'll be. The crane's been there for a while, acting like it's actually doing something. So I put the road grader, my custom road grader in there. I just needed a place for it temporarily. Moving on, I noticed a little bit of dust right there. Yeah, there's a little bit of stuff. I'm not even sure where that's from. I don't know if it's probably from the air vent would be my guess, just blowing, because it's only in that one localized spot. So like right here, there's nothing. Over here, there's nothing. It's just like right there, and a little bit under the horse trailer there. It's that one spot, so it's a little annoying. I guess I need to clean that up. I'll get the little hand vac thing that I use and probably clean that up eventually. I'll come back through here. It's been a while since I showed you the back of that. If you're new, welcome. This is my car vending machine. Yeah. It has a working elevator. There's our motors. So yeah, it does work. It goes all the way up, services each floor. And then when you get to the bottom floor, it drops you down here and you just drive right out on the road. I need to get a road piece here. There's a reason I don't have a road piece, and you'll see it's right here because of the way that road is. Yeah, you can see the plate. This doesn't allow for that. So what I need to do, honestly, is one of the things I'm really hesitant on doing is cut a road plate. And cut a straight road plate. Yeah, I know, that's like even worse than cutting the straight ones. To cut it to fit this, I've got probably half a dozen extra ones, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just you can't buy them anymore. But I think with everybody using those new road plate designs, like I use both in my city, like those right there, it's not as big of a deal, I guess. Anything else going on? I think we're still waiting on the reveal of what the new Avengers Tower is going to be that comes out on Black Friday. I'm not going to buy it. Like I said in the previous videos, mine's going to be bigger than anything that they have. So unless somebody's buying 2 of these sets and putting them together, yeah, that's about what this set costs anyway. Especially with all the massive interior stuff that I got going on inside it. That's where I keep a lot of the mechs, just to have a place for them. And then I don't know if they're going to be able to have a Quinjet supported up there or not. Who knows? I know there's going to be like 20-something minifigs, so that's going to be a huge part of that $525 cost. Oh, yeah. And then I doubt it's going to have a garage at the bottom, because I'm sure they'll have some different kind of base. It don't matter. I'll just have my own custom one. The one thing that I might change is the A. I like mine, but I'm sure they're going to have a much sleeker design, especially one with like the arrow. It's one thing I didn't do. So I might kind of cheat and just incorporate that one small piece. Whatever. I think one thing I do plan on working on, I need to re-gear this. So when my thing rotates, the restaurant rotates, it doesn't rotate super fast, or when it's going really slow, it tends to stutter. So I do need to do that. Yeah, the monorail. So the station down there, and then I'm also going to need to fix this so I can get all this track in to extend this track over. So there's 2 projects just on the monorail that I need to work on. Yeah, it's a big procrastination thing. And this other area here, this is like the prime real estate of the whole city. I think what I've decided, I'm going to do a single story, and I know I mentioned this before, probably a single story train station on the curve, which building a platform, I've looked at it, it's not that hard. You're just using those angle pieces or the hinge pieces, and just kind of plate the top of them with maybe some angled tiles. And that's how it'll go along there, just to be able to reach. I mean, if I just have a generic just little car here, it's really just a placement car. That's what it's going to be. Just a little building, probably some steps going up to it. I mean, I'll make it look pretty decent. I'm not going to make something look really crappy. But I might even just use part of it or wrap it around, or have the platform wrap around, and may put a little building here, like one of those little mini modular buildings, something like the noodle shop, or yeah, not this building, but something like that just has a really small footprint that would fit there. That's the idea behind that. Yeah, I don't know why these 3 are like that. They're just there. I have no explanation for it. Yeah. I ought to get more of them and just like do the whole street like that. Like it's a car fest of pop culture special cars. Let me know what you think. I might actually do that in the future. And if we come over here to the other part of the city, I'm going to take this out. We've got this one half base plate area. I really need to build this because this really isn't that much. Let's put the plate down. I have just a little building right here, even just like a little kiosk or some little, I don't even know, just a little station. Just like a ticket station maybe, just to go up, or a check-in station here. I might extend the rock wall out a little bit too, just to make these steps not look as gaudy or as bad looking as they are. Just right exposed right there. But yeah, that's a really quick fix. I need to extend out this. When we come around, we'll probably extend the sidewalk out. There's really like no room to walk right there. I don't know why that's like that, but yeah, it is what it is. This whole area here, we've got a decent amount of space here for modulars, like referencing the noodle shop, because it's one of the ones that I don't have. It's one that actually is on the market, and we all know they're going to come out with a dozen more, probably about 1 a year for the next dozen years. So we could add some stuff here, try to figure out something, because we have a doorway to that. So I want to try to figure out something here, and I could just extend the garden area a little bit there. That's a possibility. I'm going to do a sidewalk. One thing I thought about, since I got this new rolling cart, I had to add a piece of plywood to it to where it was kind of level. I thought about adding some elevation here, maybe like a mountain piece or something, and sitting that all up there, and then having it drop down to go to there. Just to get these up a little bit. But I mean, something similar maybe to this, like what I did. I added a sidewalk into the front of it. And that's 2 things tall. I'm only going to build one, probably one high, so half that height. And that's only because of the parking garage under it. But I thought about doing that there. That might actually make them level with those buildings. I mean, that looks bad, the back of it. Raise them up. That may not look too bad. It's a decent sized project, really, because of the piece count and pieces and parts that I'll need. But what else am I going to do? I mean, you get to a certain point in the city, you got to start adding stuff, taking stuff away, or you got to start adding tables like my little rollaway table. I still don't know what I'm going to build here. I need to put a rock wall there. But then I've got more area. I mean, I can move this out too. Parking lot, maybe some trees. One thing I did think about adding, which I still might, I need to build that haunted house drop ride, which could work in that spot. I mean, I've also got the haunted house and my own custom design grave site and tree, pretty much the whole yard. I do have that. That could fit there, dealing with trying to work around the road. And yeah, I know everything is all just bunched together. Part of it's because my son reaches in and grabs stuff, and then when he puts it back, that's where it ends up. So yeah, having a son who's, at the time of this video, almost 3, I'm kind of limited on putting stuff near the edges of the Lego city because sometimes I don't know where they are. I'm still missing like a few pieces, and randomly I'll find them here and there. So, as for a Lego update, city update, that's kind of what's going on. I just got the pieces that I needed for this monorail station. So, I think I'm just going to take this whole thing apart and just build a whole new platform. I built the steps, so I think that's the color scheme I'm going to go with, is maybe a black and gold, because I've just got a ton of those small black accent pieces. And use that design, and then, like with the monorail there, probably just put the station back. That box actually has Ziploc bags full of like all the monorail track that I'm not using, and the other station and some other pieces in it. So yeah, it's not just an empty box. There's actually stuff in it. Yeah, that might be time to stop procrastinating and try to get this station done, because I think that's something that I'm kind of waiting on doing before I want to do that other side. And I think doing this side's honestly probably going to be easier than that other side. So procrastinate with the least amount of, I don't even know, not least amount of effort, because I know both are going to take, but this one's going to actually be easier to build because I'm just making a building. I'm not dealing with track and building. And yeah. All right. Well, that's what I got for today, guys. If you saw the last farm update, it's hay season. We got the cattle out of there. Check out that video. I got a couple other details in there if you missed it last week. Or if you're watching this months or years from now, check out my farming playlist for that. I think I forgot to mention the custom ThunderCats brick built logo. I got those instructions off reBrickable.com. Now I just got to figure out a place to try and display this. It is way bigger than you think. My whole hand is that. And it's really fragile up near the eye. So I'm trying to think of a way to display it. I may end up putting it on a red brick background, or even something like that with the plates. Or yeah, something like that. And trying to just alter it that way and attach it like that with some headlight bricks or something, maybe. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. All right, I think that's it for today, guys. Yeah, got to part out some sets. I got to build this for my son, whose birthday is August 1st. And then I think I'm going to build this set that I got for half off, or actually just over, yeah, 52% off. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.